What's up, guys? Yeah, I'm doing the show solo today. I try to get our good producer, Jack McCarthy, in on the mix, and well, he just declined. So I'm tweeting it out right now, going live. Unfortunately, Miss Making Money is in Baton Rouge today and has terrible Wi Fi, kind of giving me flashbacks to last year. Jack stressed to the max. Big Kansas launch today. We are live in my home state. So make sure you guys go over there, download the Barstool app, and get yourself some of those promo bucks. I'll be there with Megan as well as Large and Spider for the NASCAR race next Sunday. You guys are at the K-State Mizzou game. Go Cats. Megan and I will be there on the field as well. So looking forward to that. We've only got 4 games tonight. We were going to do a Pac-12 preview today and then go over these 4 games, but it is what it is. We'll start over here with Jack Mack's whole side, or it's wrong, Jack McCarthy's whole side. I've been talking to Jack Mack a lot. You know why? Because I'm trying to learn how to do TikTok, you guys. It has been a freaking nightmare. I am really too old for this. Central Michigan currently 22.5 versus number 12, Oklahoma State. Total over at the Barstool Sportsbook is 58.5. And I'm going to be really honest with you guys. I'm not usually in the business of laying big numbers like this. It's not really something, especially week 1. Certain teams have to get the kinks out. Sometimes they have big games for week 2. That's not the case here, but I do not know what I think this Cowboys team is going to do. If you guys remember during that Big 12 preview, Megan and I talked about it. She thought this Cowboys team could absolutely win the Big 12. I said, listen, Megan, I don't disagree with you here. I'm just not sure that I am sold on this. Now, Central Michigan, we all know, has a stud running back. Maybe that's going to be their game plan tonight to keep it close. We know that Spencer Sanders on the flip side there, and this offense can really open things up. But I'm not sure that the running game, shortening the game, mitigates the 3 touchdown spread here. Slight lean to Central Michigan, very, very slight. I'm not going to be getting involved in this one. Next up, Ball State, Tennessee. I've said this before, you guys. There's just certain times that there's just games I don't really look at, right? You got a MAC team that I cannot name a single player on without doing some research. And I was going to do smash or pass with Megan, but because she's not here, I got to talk about it just a little bit. Last year, this reminds me of the bowling stake game where the balls just ran the ball down their throats. And that's probably what they're going to do here. Again, not in the business of laying big spreads, but we'll see what this Tennessee team is made of. Big T, very high on his team. I'm not so sure that Tennessee is back. We'll see how this one plays out. But as I mentioned, we're going to pass. Now, 2 games I'm not passing on. Megan already tweeted these out. I also said same but different, and I'll get to that here in a minute. But something I wanted to address, I already addressed it on TikTok and Twitter. But for real, guys, we should not be teasing college football. Stop with that nonsense. There's entirely too much variance. I will actually get you guys the math behind it. The only thing we're going to be teasing this football season is long 6-point teasers in the NFL. I'm going to have one for each and every Sunday. But on to the next game, and that is West Virginia at Pittsburgh, the backyard brawl. And while West Virginia may be improved with JT Daniels, I think the biggest thing to look at here is what is the drop off from no Kenny Pickett, no Jordan Addison, and how is Pitt going to do as a home favorite? Pat Narduzzi. I know you guys have heard me say this before, and I kind of stole this from my good friend John Murray, who also happens to be a West Virginia grad. Pat Narduzzi is the epitome of kicking is for losers. There will be a point in time tonight when he kicks a field goal under 10 yards. It is mind-boggling. I'm excited to see what West Virginia's new head coach, Graham Harrell, is able to do, but I do think that Kendon Slovis is going to be the X factor here. And if the quarterback from USC transfer, if he is able to come in there and prove something, then I will eat crow. But until then, I'm taking West Virginia plus the 7.5, and I am sprinkling on that West Virginia money line. Next up, Penn State, Purdue. You know who might be a bigger bonehead than Pat Narduzzi? That's right. Yeah, James Franklin. I don't love James Franklin. I haven't been impressed with him. Sure, those whiteout games, underdog all day. Jeff Brom's just the better coach here, especially as a home underdog. 8-4 against the spread in his last 12. And this is kind of a coin flip game, right? At 3.5, and even 3s at some spots. There is still 3.5 at the Barstool Sportsbook. So make sure you guys head over there. I do think that we are going to see a knockout, drag out type of fight. I don't think that this is going to be a big pass heavy game. I think this is going to be a run, run, run type of game, hard hits, and Purdue is going to squeak out the win. So now, if you guys saw on Twitter earlier when I said same but different with Megan, you guys now know I've got a little parlay. I know we got to wait till tomorrow night for the big three teamer, but I couldn't resist. Purdue money line parlayed with West Virginia money line, and I'll get that up over on Twitter here shortly. That's really all I got for tonight, guys. I know Megan had a full show planned. As I mentioned, we were going to talk about USC. I can tell you guys for certainty, I know some really sharp guys that took Utah to win the Pac 12. I believe they got 6-1 on it. I don't love the Pac 12. I've mentioned that several times. Living in Las Vegas, this is not a division, a conference, and frankly, either division within the conference that I've really ever been that impressed with. I like those underdogs like we found last year in Oregon State, and we may see the Cougs, we may see the Huskies, we may even see Arizona spring a couple of W's out there. That one's for my buddy David Blattman, who still will not give me the college football show schedule. But as soon as that comes out on Saturday, I'm hoping Manhattan, Kansas somehow gets a visit from the bus. I know I'm way too much of a homer. I can't wait to see you guys next Saturday. This might be the quickest money shots we've ever had, but you guys hear me talk enough. I got work to do. We got underdogs to find, and hopefully we can start off by cashing at least one of those guys tonight. We'll see you guys tomorrow back with me, Megan, and Rico. By then, surely Baton Rouge has got their internet figured out.